Deadlock is the best game in a decade. I mean it. Valve has curated something special here. It's a love letter to fans of the shooter genre itself, and an invitation to the fans of MOBAs and the wider gaming audience alike to experience something truly unique in the shooter genre. The very core of this game is its heroes, each one offering something unique and limited to that hero, a flavour you can't taste with any of the other characters. I don't intend to explain every hero or their abilities, but what I do find most impactful about heroes in this game are the guns they have and the way their movement stats impact gameplay. Each hero has a different weapon with a different amount of rounds in each magazine and a different range. Every hero has a movement specific ability, and when you combine these things, each hero truly creates its own unique flavour of the game. Some rely on close quarters with extended fights, while others will also rely on close quarters with shorter exchanges. Others want to play long distance and poke you down, and these uniquities make not only the characters you're playing enjoyable, but the constant variance in the gameplay of the characters you verse equally enjoyable. In its current form, Deadlock is unrelenting. You get thrown straight into the action without any remorse, and it forces you to start thinking. It's honestly this high-octane gameplay that is precisely what makes Deadlock such a masterpiece. Because the decisions you make feel meaningful. The first of these is bullets.
I hate you, and I can't stand you, but I made you, so I am you. Damn.
Bullets, reloading, and last hitting in this game all have a deeply complex but extremely simple relationship. It can be summarized by the idea reloads are long, bullets are few, and last hits are frequent, which incites a delicate balance. You see, in Valve's Deadlock, the core currency is souls, and there's 3 ways to earn souls. The first is by killing minions, the second is by shooting the souls that appear from killed minions, and third is to shoot the enemy's souls and steal them. See, when you kill a minion, by shooting it, a green orb will appear, which either you or the enemy can shoot for more souls. However, when you melee a minion, there is no orb, and you simply get all the souls. When you consider these 3 methods, you begin to realize, I need a bullet to steal their soul, or I need a bullet to shoot my soul, and I'm out of ammo, so maybe I should melee that minion. But as you add in more variables, this idea becomes increasingly complex, like the enemy has a long-range weapon. If I melee this minion, they could do heaps of damage to me, putting them in a better position overall. Suddenly, you start to measure the worth of taking damage or securing the soul, and then it dawns on you, oh fuck, I shouldn't have shot all those bullets before. And the value and the impact of your bullets begins to double because of this high risk associated with decision making. And at the same time, you may end up being the person at range with the advantage going, do I use my bullets to shoot the minions, or do I just keep shooting the enemy? And then what happens if you shoot the enemy too much and suddenly they're getting more souls than you? And it's this dynamic, this push and pull of decision making that is autonomous to the players that constantly impacts the gameplay almost all the time. And it's not just the bullets that incite this idea. And you might think, but wouldn't long-range weapons be overpowered? Or maybe someone can just infinitely steal my souls and I can never get any farm if I don't melee. No and no. See, there's a very clear damage drop-off that is applied to range, which puts a halt on the ability to abuse long-range damaging. And more so, this is very clear with objectives in the game. See, you must be inside of range to even be able to damage the structure. Similarly, when it comes to stealing every single soul, not only are enemy bullet counts a limiting factor, just like your own, but the travel speed of bullets in this game is not hit scan. So whoever is closer to the minion has a distinct advantage at stealing the soul. Additionally, the souls spawn randomly when minions die, so it can't be pre-aimed, it can't be predicted, it's simply a test of reaction speed, really. It's this consistent attention to detail that Valve displays with Deadlock that makes it clear just how impressive this game really is.
I hate you, and I can't stand you, but I made you, so I am you. Damn.
Oh boy, do I love the movement in this game. I mean, as I noted earlier, more or less every character in this game comes with a unique movement ability. Maybe it's a dash that stuns, the ability to take flight, the ability to literally become fucking Frozone, or be a bouncy ball of goo. Each of these will influence how you approach movement on that character. However, what I want to focus on is the base movement in this game across all heroes. Each hero starts with 3 different movement speed stats: movement speed, stamina, and sprint speed. The map in Deadlock is huge, and because it's so big, you would assume characters must have the ability to move at absurd rates to traverse it, but that's just incorrect. Instead, the base movement speed stat of each character is really reasonable, slow even, and invites the importance of stamina. Each character starts with about 2 to 3 stamina, and they can be used to dash jump, which is specifically locked to a timing, double jump, and you can also slide for the cost of no stamina as long as you have enough momentum. And during that slide, you will be given infinite ammo until it ends. But these gap closers or escape options are extremely important to gameplay in Deadlock, because truly, you do not move that fast. And once more, the cooldowns feel just as amazing as gun reload time. It's not so obnoxious that it inhibits the game, but enough to provide meaning to each use you make of it. And lastly, the sprint speed stat. See, this is a ramping speed bonus that is a default for some heroes or obtainable through items, and it's automatically obtained. You don't have to press a key or anything. You just have to be out of combat and have not shot for a few seconds, and you'll start to ramp up in speed as long as you have the bonus. Connecting all of this together is the zip lines for each lane, the slide mechanics, the newly added ropes, and rooftops littered throughout the map. All of these things put together begin to formulate this masterpiece of a game, where some characters have a base sprint bonus and are designed for early pressure around the map, so they might gank other lanes, or characters with less dashes are forced to play more passive at a distance, or make use of their unique movement ability to bridge the gap of missing a dash. The beauty of movement in this game is the complexity that lies under the simplicity of it. For every dash, you can slide if timed correctly. For every slide, you have the liberty to cancel it halfway through and throw off the enemy's aim. What if you're about to run out of ammo and the enemy's just about to die? You could dash then slide to briefly gain a few extra shots. Above all, this movement is omnidirectional, making it even more unpredictable, allowing you to shoot at the enemies even while looking to escape or while chasing them. Now take all of these concepts and plug them into one of the many heroes who has a unique weapon requiring a unique approach to positioning with a unique movement based ability, and you get to experience the true movement of Deadlock. See, hero abilities aren't the only thing that impact movement in gunplay. Even items also impact it.
I hate you and I can't stand you, but I made you, so I am you. Damn.
What will I buy? Holy fuck! Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. I remember opening this shop for the first time and feeling like an autistic kid experiencing sensory overload. To make it simple though, there are 3 categories of items. Weapon items, which will pretty much just increase the damage of your bullets. Vitality items, which will increase your tankiness. And spirit items, which act as an equivalent to magic or ability-based damage. Items in this game are designed uniquely in the way that they offer base stats, which effectively creates an environment where every item is viable, but some will just suit a character more. For example, you can buy a weapon-based item and get a plus 6% flat weapon damage, with an array of other bonuses. And the same applies for the other categories. And most importantly is in each category, you can buy items that have the other category's stats, such as a weapon damage item that actually gives you more health or more spirit power and vice versa. But this is just the basics for items, because some come with minigames, such as quick action check reload abilities, or an ability that requires you to dash in a specific manner to trigger a buff. Others have active abilities like allowing you to leap in the air, silence a target and stopping them from using abilities, and the list goes on. Additionally, there are 4 bonus item slots that can be obtained by completing both individual and team-wide map objectives. These objectives force people to play together in order to unlock all of their item slots. And once again, I think this shows the attention to detail behind Valve's design of Deadlock. No matter what you buy in this game, even a new player spamming random buttons will become stronger because of this system's design. And those who want to optimize their builds to be the best possible are also able to do that. And because of that, quirks that are behind many of the items in this game add more depth to your gameplay, especially your movement. As I've gone on about for most of this video, what I really love about Deadlock is the attention to the small details, the underlying things that just make this game really embellish replayability and something unique.
I hate you and I can't stand you, but I made you, so I am you. Damn.
One of those features is non-linear ability leveling. Because abilities don't scale flatly, they get a different active or passive bonus when you upgrade them, allowing you to adapt your playstyle around the specific ability that you might want to level up first. Or maybe you want to be more all-rounded. It's really up to you. Another one is the one-way mirrors in this game. They allow you to make stealthy escapes or interesting ganks. It adds a different flavour to the shooter genre that I've never really seen without making it overpowered. It's reminiscent of Bushes in League, to put it in like broader terms. Neutral monsters in boxes or vases that allow you to gain souls or other benefits from actively rotating the map once more emphasize this attention to detail. There's a boss system that alerts enemies when you fight it, because nothing is fun about taking an objective if there's no big fight, and you can't change my mind. God, I hate taking Baron. Anyway, secret shops as well are really amazing features, I think, because it really forces you to think in lane, not only for yourself, but about what the enemy is going to be doing. It's sets goals in your mind where you go, okay, I have 500 souls, I should go get my first item. Or they have 500 souls, they're going to have their first item. Or maybe you're losing lane, so you'll pick up a healing right to help you out. Or maybe you're versing someone who's got heaps of status effects, so you rush like an anti-debuff item. Or maybe you're playing really well, you're hitting your shots, so you want to buy a headshot booster to ramp up your damage. Like, all these things are so interconnected in this game that directly impact and change each and every game you play and allow you to have the autonomy to make choices that are meaningful. They're choices that when you make them, you get to reap the benefits of making the correct choice, just as well as suffering the losses of making the wrong choices. And lastly, there's 2 interchangeable things here that I really want to address, and that is the variance of terrain and structures alongside lane design. See, around the map you can go up buildings, across buildings, downstairs with slides to make rotating quicker. I mean, there's little nooks and crannies, ways to escape, ways to like poke people, good ways to gank. And in the lane design, I mean, the way that the structures are set up is amazing. It's not so much that it's suffocating, but it's enough that it emphasizes gunplay and positioning. And on top of that, little features like being able to get to your enemy's secret shop and shoot at them from the side of their lane and take advantage of their distraction it's just great. It's this attention to detail that brings Deadlock to life. It gives it almost this infinite replayability, and unlike most games in the modern era, I feel like it throws you and it goes, figure this shit out, and you can figure it out however you want because they give you the items and the gameplay to support it, and you get to figure out your own way to play the game. And that is why Deadlock is the best game in a decade.
I hate you and I can't stand you, but I made you, so I am you. Damn. Yeah, so I am you. Damn. I made you, so I am you. Damn. I made you, so I am you. I hate you, I can't stand you, but I made you, so I am you. Take what you